What's going on, guys? Sorry it's late. I've been working all day trying to get this worked out. It's been driving me absolutely crazy. So hopefully we're on the right track now again. I'll go over all the issues with the other design I had, but I'll show you real quick on this design. As before, we had the telescoping magnetic head there. You're going to release the magnet the same way. The cap looks the same. I'll go over the pretty much the same mechanism as before, but the change in that. Now, I'm not going to actually launch it into the glass because I did break a glass earlier. So I'm just going to do it right there. Okay, now the nub, as you can see, looks like so. And I'll go over the changes with the nub in a second too as well. I did want to show you that it is writing. It is keeping the absorption of the ink. It's going to be writing for quite a while. Okay. And obviously you'd seal it the same way. Now, as far as what's different with this one versus the old build is, now we just have the felt end, so there's not a metal casing around it. This is going to obviously be inserted head first into the cap. Now, this guy here is the same. As you can see, the top magnet has a hole, obviously, to accommodate the nub tip, but it's also sealed at the bottom. This makes sure that there's a tight seal on this. So when you're actually storing the pen, this isn't going to dry out. So you're going to have your tight seal there. On the inside here, there's going to be a seal at the bottom. Now, I'll draw something up for you guys here real quick. So before we had that plunger design, this design, the actual capsule is going to be the same. So it's going to have these points here. Now the difference is when the magnetic nub is loaded, like so. This, instead of being full of just liquid ink, what we have here is an insert from a marker, that foam tube stuff, and that's just encased in this container here. We have a rubber disc here at the base of it with that X design. So the felt nub here at the end will penetrate that X design there, which will break the seal, thus allowing it to be inserted into the marker foam thing. So it's essentially going to be functioning as a marker as far as how it's inked up. So you have the ink cartridge, which is that foam material directly around the end of the nub, which rises through to the tip that's actually writing. Now there's a spring in here. This is what actually releases the nub itself. And we have that same design as before with the single bar creating a non-full circle which holds that magnet in place, and by simply applying pressure with the actual clip on the cap is what pushes that bar out this way, thus allowing the magnet to be released. Now once it's released, that X that once allowed that nub through will go back to that X design, thus making it airtight completely in here. So the nub itself is going to be exposed to the air temporarily, but once you're done the performance and load this back up, it's going to be sealed here at the bottom, and because of that whole design up here on top, it's going to be sealed on this end too as well. So the whole thing is a sealed container as if you're capping a marker. So this will keep it inked up. Like I said, this is a new design, so I'm going to have to check back with it in a day, maybe two, just to make sure that everything's inked up the same. But I had it stored all day and it still is writing, as you can see, very, very well. So hopefully this is finally the way to go. The issue with the other one I was having was just storing the straight ink. The ink used is very, very thin because of the solvent, that any little crack, crevice, anything, that ink gets out. And over time, I don't know if it ate away the glue, but it actually caused a little bit to leak out towards the bottom, and it was just too messy. So we had to get rid of the ink idea, and so we decided to go with foam, normal to a regular marker, and hopefully this will work properly. Besides that, though, everything else is looking good. Tic Tacs I will send off hopefully tomorrow. As soon as I get off, I should be off around 3, so hopefully I'll be able to send it off tomorrow. If it looks like I'm going to be there later, I'll actually have my assistant manager step in, and hopefully I'll be able to run out and take a little break. Besides that, though, I'm going to check in to make sure to see if I can get those magnets in, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully they'll be in stock. He said hopefully next week they should be having more at their store, so hopefully I'll be able to get those ordered. If not, if it ends up being a difficult thing to actually to maintain and they have limited amounts of, I'm going to do a kind of hybrid of a credit card design with magnets as well, similar to what I showed you last time, but just a little spring wire towards the end of it, so you get an automatic push from the spring wire, and then the magnets do all the rest of the work. So just in case we have a difficult time sourcing these bigger magnets, I am going to do an alternative in the meantime until I get the bigger ones in. So I'll make sure I'll update you on that. And tomorrow, my girlfriend and I, when I get off, hopefully are going to go to a bunch of different arts and crafts stores and hopefully get the necklace in process too as well. So yeah, definitely keep you guys posted on that. Hope you all had a good Easter, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.